All right, so you're looking for a play to earn game that's not going to cost you a whole lot to get started? We have one for you, so let's check this out. All right, so we're going to explore some different starting options for Million on Mars. Now, this video was inspired from Crypto Wendy, okay? I am a big fan of Crypto Wendy. She covers the overall Bitcoin market. She does the charts. She'll show you support and resistances, what could happen, different things like that. Talks a lot about the projects and how they're going and things like that. Very good channel. If you're not watching the O Show, you are missing out. Now, she did bring up play to earn the other day, and it just rung a bell in my ears. I know she talks about it quite often, but this time I was like, hey, like it just kind of, I was at work just listening, and it just created a little thing in my imagination where I'm like, man, I wonder if she's heard about Million on Mars. So I asked her down in the comments, and she said no, and to send her some more information. And she did say something about a paywall, if there's not a paywall. So that's why I want to cover entry points for Million on Mars. Check out her channel. Tell her Savage sent you. And maybe one day, we can be on the O Show. Okay? That'd be great. I'm not ready for it, I'll tell you. Anyway, let's get it. What is the barrier to entry for this game? You could start this game for free. It ain't going to be an ideal situation, I'll tell you that right now. But you can technically start for free. Let's go to Nifty. We love Nifty blocks. Here's why I love Nifty blocks, because they will reward you for buying and selling on Nifty. I have been able to buy pack drops that I could not afford because I had some Nifty points stored up. So I'm glad somebody showed me this site, because I was not buying and selling on here before, and now I am. So just something to keep in mind. Not sponsored, by the way. Call me, Nifty. Call me. You have many different options to start this game. This is the pass right here. It's an access badge. You can buy it, or people will often give you this for free. Okay, you can buy it on their normal drop page, which I don't suggest, because on the secondhand market, you can get them for a lot cheaper. Or they have a premium pass, which I actually do recommend this pass for someone who's a beginner. It is a $20 item, but we're going to talk about that zero entry right now. Okay, and I'm going to call this the $0 to $10 entry, because at $0, you can start, but you're going to be hurting. Okay, but let me just show you. It's possible. It is possible, but it's not ideal. Okay, you don't want to go to Mars with $0. It's just the way it is. So let's here's what you can do. You get your access pass. You register for the game, log in. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see the world, right? Oh, why is it buggy? Okay, you're going to see the world. Now, you're going to have about 25 dusk. Dusk is the in-game currency, and that is the main token in the game and the token that's on Alcor. And what you're going to want to do, click on the marketplace. It is the box looking logo with the arrows kind of going around it. Click on popular, click on popular, and you're going to want to look for food and water. You're going to want to buy as much food as you can. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to find food, buy, don't change the dusk amount unless you need to. This price is fine right here. You're going to want about 60 food. You need as much food as possible. So let's go ahead and type in 60. Get 60 food. That's 17 out of your 25 dusk, right? That leaves us with about 6, 7, 8, a little less than 8. So we're going to buy water. And we're going to get as much water as we can. So we can get 20. So we got 60 food and 20 water. Let's see what we can do with that. with that, we can eat one meal. You're going to eat that meal. You're going to get 20 to 28 stamina. Okay. Now you're going to take that stamina and you're going to click on the jobs button. So you click on the jobs button, and this is the zero cost strat. Okay. It's, or the pass, you can get the pass for free. This is a zero cost strat, but you take your 20 stamina, you go to either electrical, life science, or chemistry. And I would say half in electrical and half in life science is probably your best bet. So you're going to take that and you're going to put, let's say you get 20 stamina, you're going to spend 10. Just go ahead and click yes. Boom. So now you're looking for work in electrical. And then we're going to do the same thing for life science. We're going to do the same thing for life science because I believe being in 2 different job pools is better than being in one. Even if the other job pool has a higher rate of getting accepted, being in multiple job pools is just going to be better, at least in my head. So, but life science and electrical, very popular jobs that get posted. So click on this. Now you have a couple of bids out for some jobs. Here's the bad part. These can take a while to fill. You're talking anywhere from a day to 3 days. And here's why. There's less job providers than there are people who provide jobs. So the goal of this game for me is to be in a position to where I'm providing jobs, where I'm getting people, where people are kind of working and helping me progress, and I'm also helping them. So it's like a two-way street. So right here, you can see I have a lot of jobs posted, and I can only post up to like 400. So I'm at 316 right now. That is really, really good. But that's where you want to go. You want to go from having almost nothing in this game to having your own buildings, having your own land, and posting jobs for other people to do. That's kind of like the goal where you want to get to, posting a lot of jobs. At least that is the case for me. That's my goal. So, and I'm doing it. I am doing that. Now, that is the zero cost strat. Okay. You're going to jump in MillionOnMars Discord. You're going to tell people, hey, I will use your referral code for a free pass. You'll get a free pass from somebody. Trust me. And you can make your account, log in once you have that pass, and start bidding jobs. Now, here's the downside is you don't have enough funds to work with. So having some wax is good. Even if it's $5-10 of wax, it can go a long way in this game. So let's see what $5 in wax looks like. So here you are on the Alcor Exchange. Find dusk. You can type in the search market, but find dusk. And you can see dusk is pretty damn good. And this is months right here. Look at this, months of goodness. It's impressive. Now, you're going to take your 50 wax. Okay, that's $5. 45 wax, 50 wax, whatever. We'll just call it 50 for simplicity. And you're gonna just buy as much dusk as you can. So that's 225 dusk. That's gonna give you a lot more wiggle room. You can buy more food and more water and post more jobs. Now, food and water have a cooldown. You can only eat and drink so often. But if you're eating a meal and having a coffee on cooldown, you're gonna get quite a bit of stamina to work with and just keep posting jobs. But it's going to take probably 2 or 3 days to fill these jobs. So the more wax or dusk you have to stock up on food, the better. You almost want like 3 or 4 days worth of food, and then just keep posting jobs because you're in that job queue. Eventually you're going to get picked. It's automatic, and you're going to start bringing in dusk that way. Now, once you get the ball rolling on jobs, you could potentially earn about 150 dusk a day, assuming that your jobs get filled. And what you're going to want to do is put them in places where it's going to get filled. Fabrication, guess what? Not going to get filled. Life science, probably going to get filled. Electrical, probably going to get filled. Chemistry, yes. So maybe take 50%, put in electrical. 35% life science. Maybe some 5%, 10% in chemistry. Just spread out your market, but just realize that some of these aren't going to fill. Fabrication, machining, probably not going to get those. Mining should be another decent one too. So just put your stamina in 3 different job pools. Have 3 or 4 days worth of food, and you should be able to crush this job market. Now that is the cheap entry. That is the $0 to $5 to even $10 strat. Honestly, you can start with $10. You're going to have more than 3 to 5 days worth of food and just post them jobs. Now, that's not a recommended start. Not at all. Okay, you can do it, but it's tough. It's going to be tough because you're so dependent on the job market. Okay, here's what I would recommend. The premium pass. The premium pass comes with a common land deed. The premium pass comes with a common land deed, which is great. Okay, then you got 2 solar panels, 1 CAD, a water filter, a greenhouse, and some solar and some fully charged power cells. Okay, here's what that's going to look like. Okay, so let's see. Inventory. Ooh, I gotta get this going. Okay, so here's what the premium pass is going to look like. You're going to have a land like this. Okay, you're going to click on the little green. You're going to place your land down, pick a spot. You'll have to use the globe to find an open spot. You're going to have a solar panel, like over here in the top right. You're going to have a greenhouse, a CAD, and a water filter. So these machines are profitable. The greenhouse allows you to grow some food and some different items. The water filter filters water, like it says, and ferment coffee beans and some sorghum, whatever that is. The CAD allows you to make soil, roast coffee beans, and do a few other processes that are profitable. So, and with this setup that they're going to give you in the premium pass, you are 1 machine away from brewing coffee. So that is another option as well. If you want to expand upon the premium pass, a grind and brew, or even maybe a tea shop would be a good fit. Now, just sticking with the premium pass. Your premium pass is $20. You get access to the game. You get the land. You get the buildings. You can start earning. You're not dependent on the job market completely. Instead, you're buying food using your stamina to run your own tasks. And then if you want to, you can provide work for others where they can do those tasks for you. Use their food, use their stamina. You have to pay them in dusk, but if the job is profitable, who cares? So that's what it's all about. Building and expanding on Mars. Providing jobs. We need more people who provide jobs. So I would encourage, if you can, start with the premium pass or better. The premium pass is very, very good. And it at least gives you a place to start and to figure out the game. For $20, that is a low barrier for entry. I mean, I spent more than that On any game I've ever played, I've pretty much spent more than that. So there's very few games that I've not. League of Legends, free game. Spent thousands. Yeah. I spent thousands in League for sure on skins and different things. So yeah, there is a cost to entry. You can do $0, you can do $20, okay? Or you can go a lot higher. Of course you can, right? But the game is cheap. Lands are cheap. They're not trying to sell you 5K lands, 10K lands like some games, okay? These lands are, you can buy some that are already planted or established for like $7, or you can pick your own spot. I mean, those land deeds cost, 30 some odd dollars, or, I mean, they definitely ramp up depending on the size of the property. But for the most part, most of these lands are very, very cheap. So this is a game where you can get started. You don't have to have a ton of bucks. Now, more bucks certainly helps. What would I do with more money? That is a good question. So here is what I would do. I would go to Atomic just for searching, not buying. So we did the 0 strat. We did the $20 strat. Now let's scale it up. What does scaling that up look like? What's $100? $100 is buying the premium pass, okay? Taking that 80, putting that $80 into Dusk. Now you don't have to do this. There's many different routes you can go, but this is just one of them, okay? You got the premium pass. You're getting started. You're taking that remaining 80 and you're buying Dusk on Alcor. You're going to get about 720 wax, which is about 3,200 plus Dusk. Now we're going to go back to the game. We're going to buy another land because you have your premium pass land. Let's get another land so we can put some more buildings down to be more comfortable. Okay. So you have options. I would say getting another 50 size land is probably going to be a good bet. You could step it up and go for 100 slaughter, but that's 1550 Dusk, and a 50 slot is 490. So you can buy literally 150 space, or for the same price as buying 100 space. So obviously more space is good, even though it's on a smaller plot. Pros and cons to each, but I would just, at this point, you just need space. So get the best deal out there. 490 Dusk is very reasonable. Buy that. With that, I would click on buildings, type in solar. Let's see here. So we had 3,200 Dusk. We'll just say 3,200 in case because the market's going to change. But 3,200 Dusk minus, it was, how much was that? 490. We're just going to minus 500. So you got 2,700 Dusk remaining. Let's see here. Go back to land. Yep. Okay. All right. So you spent 500 on that land. You have 2,700 remaining. We're going to go to buildings. We're going to go to solar. Now, you're going to buy at least one more solar panel. Okay? And this is just for breathing room. This is so you can be more comfortable and not run out of power. We don't want you to run out of power. So you're buying a rare solar panel for about $694 minus $694. You got 2,000 Dusk remaining. That is very, very good. So what I would do is once you have your new land, once you have your new solar panel, okay, you got your premium pass land, which looks like this, just without the brew, without the grinder. You have your next land over. Start placing solar panels on that land. And from here, okay, you're going to have one extra panel. It's not going to be this good. Mine's leveled up a bit. But just from there, just play with what you have. You have 2,000 Dusk to work with. You have an extra panel, a good one, a rare. And whatever the pack gave you, the pack might also give you a common solar panel, an uncommon, a rare, or whatever. Hopefully you get a rare out of it. And even if you do buy another one, like I'm telling you, So you have this other solar panel on your second property. Now you have some breathing room. You have enough power, hopefully, to run all your buildings and not have to buy any. Start making food and water. And use it for you. Eat your food, eat your water that you make. Sell the extra. Sell the extra. Same thing with the CAD and the water filter. You know, filter the water. You're drinking that as part of your meal. Make a little extra. Sell it on the market. And just get used to the rhythm of it. Get used to the rhythm of this system. You're going to have some extra room on your property because that extra panel only took like 20 space. Maybe you had to put another thing on it that took up another 10 space. Maybe it's a common solar panel. That's fine. So you have 20 space remaining. Play the game for a little bit. Think about what you want to put there later. Don't just shove anything on it. Don't go and buy a mining rig, okay? Mining rigs are cool, but they're expensive. They take a lot of space, so you couldn't fit one anyway. But just save some space. Start playing with what you have. Get used to the game. And decide your direction. 2,000 remaining dusk will be enough dusk for you to actually buy a bunch of food and post a bunch of jobs. While you're waiting for your crops to come in, you should definitely buy some food and water and just kind of post jobs. Post jobs. Use your stamina however you like. But yeah, just start with the premium pass. Buy an extra land. Buy an extra panel. You're going to have a bunch of dusk remaining. All right, so I know it's weird. Basically the $100 strat didn't really go too far outside of the premium pass, but you got your extra land. You have a rare solar panel on top of the premium pass stuff. You have 2,000 dust to work with to get the feel for the game. The game is all about a rhythm. You need to just get used to your equipment and decide what direction you want to go. You know, I would say, I could be wrong, but I think tea shops are going to be sneaky good, and they're already profitable. It's different than a lot of people. A lot of people are doing coffee. Okay, coffee is profitable too, and you can certainly do coffee, but maybe the tea shop would be a great alternative. I'm looking at getting in a tea shop myself, but you have tons of options. Or you can, hey, maybe you just want to grow crops. You can focus on that. It's up to you. You can certainly be a greenhouse and water filter person. So I hope this helps. You have options. You can certainly make quite a bit of dusk. I ran the math. For the $5 to $10 strat, you can generate 150 dusk a day if those jobs get taken. If your jobs are getting accepted in 2 or 3 days, eventually that dusk is going to roll in. So it is a big if, but what you need to do is go from that really cheap start, the $10, the $20 start, the $100 start, get used to the game, and then start posting jobs. Start being go from being a person who does jobs to a person who provides jobs. That is the goal. At least for me, that's how I see it. I have more jobs to provide. I'm working on hitting that 400 job cap, and it's great. You can do it too. You can snowball. At first, it was just a few jobs I provided, and now I am like 70 to 80 jobs away from hitting that cap. I'm so excited. If you need help with this game, jump in the MillionOnMars Discord, the official one. And if you want my help specifically, and you want to talk to me, you can jump in my Discord, jump on my Twitter. All right? If you need anything else, let me know. You have different strats. Go get them. Go get them. Go check out Wendy's channel. Crypto Wendy, the O Show. Go check her out. Give her a like. Be polite. Tell her Savage sent you. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.